During my time in university, I used to wake up at 7 a.m., rush like crazy to get to university, study most of the day, meet some friends afterwards, come back, watch a series or something, fall back to sleep, and repeat. I wasn't productive at all, I wasn't making much progress, and I wasn't doing the things that really made me enjoy life. But since I changed my approach and my mindset towards time, now even with a full-time job, I make time for everything I want, whether it's in my work or it's in my personal life. So today I'm going to share with you my 5 best tips that I tested myself and I'm using every day so that you can make time for everything, even if you have a full-time job. If you're new to the channel, first, hi, my name is Riad. I am a data scientist based in the UK, and I'm sharing with you some tips and tricks about my journey as a data scientist, but also some personal development, time management skills that I've learned along the way. Point number 1 is win your day the night before. I use something that I call the 2-2-2 rule. The first 2 are for highlight actions, the second 2 are for secondary actions, and the last 2 are for personal actions. So for example, 2 highlights are the main actions that I want to achieve on that day. If I only do these 2, I am happy. And those are usually non-negotiable. Then you have the secondary actions. Those are usually maintenance work, things that you have to do but doesn't drive as much impact in your work. And last, you have 2 personal actions. This could be anything like meeting someone, making a call, going to the gym, going for tennis. This is personal because you still need to enjoy life. So what you can do in the evenings, always leave a journal by your bedside or a piece of paper and write down very briefly 2 highlights, 2 secondary actions and 2 personal actions. So when you wake up, you don't have to think about them. They're already there and you just have to execute. Point number 2 is master scheduling. That's very important. I still have many friends, they don't use any tool online. They don't have any schedule, they know they have a job or they have a business and they just go with the rhythm. There is nothing against that. It used to work before 30, 40 years ago. But today, with all the distractions and everything that we encounter, it's quite difficult to remember all the meetings, all the details, all the actions, So you'd rather have a scheduler. I use Google Calendar and Notion Calendar, so they sync with each other, which is really cool. And I have everything in there. Very basic. I just put my blocks of work, my block of personal work, my blocks of sports, things that I do, personal actions. I just put everything in there. Obviously, you can keep things a little bit more flexible depending on what you do, what's your job, and the rigidity of your schedule. But it's always good to have a scheduler. If you don't have one, you can use Google Calendar. It's completely free. It's quite easy to use. I even made a video before on it, so you can go and watch it. And just start using one today. Point number 3 is rank your goals. This might sound silly, but until you give a score to your goals, or you just give them a little bit more of a thought than usual, you don't know which ones are worth your time and which ones are not. We get submerged by so many ideas on the internet. You go on YouTube, your feed is full of people telling you what to do. Like in this video, I'm telling you to use a scheduler. And if you're not using one, you might be considering it. So I just gave you something to add into your list. And someone else will do the same, and someone else again. So you can't take all of those ideas and start applying them today. You need to start filtering those. So the best way for you to filter, if you have so many ideas, so many goals, so many tasks, is to put them all on a list and rank them. Be very objective with them. Which are the ones that are a priority, maybe at work, and which are the ones that will help you make the most progress in whatever you're doing. Give them a ranking, give them a score, and based on that score, you start to prioritize things. Those that are highly ranked, those are your highlights. You work on them first. Those that are lower ranked, those can be secondary tasks, and you can do that every day until you achieve all your goals, starting from the priority ones. This way, you will learn when to say yes to things, and you will learn as well when to say no to things, and that's a valuable skill. When you're in your early 20s, you will say yes to many things because you want to learn, you want to gain experience, and that's completely fine. I'm in that process as well. I'm in my late 20s, but I'm still saying yes to many things. But I also learned to say no to many others because People will always come up with ideas. People will always tell me, give me advice about things that I should be doing or that things that I'm missing because there's so much to do. But I can't do everything. I don't have that energy for everything. And it's just that I don't want to do everything. If it's a priority, then yes. If it's not, then no. It's as simple as that. So ranking your goals and your tasks will help you make informed decisions on whether to say yes to something or no to something. And this will free up so much valuable time for you. If you're enjoying the video so far, consider giving it a like and subscribe to the channel. I will make more videos on the topic in here, so make sure to join the tribe. Let's continue. Point number 4 is rigid on the highlights, flexible with the rest. So this sums up a little bit what we've been talking about today. Be rigid on your highlights, make them non-negotiables. What I do is when I have my 2 highlights of the day, I usually go and do them first thing in the morning. I do my best to do them first thing in the morning because I'm still energized, I'm not distracted yet, I'm not looking into my phone, not looking into my messages. I try and crack on with my first deep work session very early on so that if I achieve 1 or 2 of my highlights, I feel like energized and motivated to do more. I feel like what I say to myself is if I achieve my highlights, my day is a win and the rest is just a bonus. That's the way I process things. So I make my highlights rigid or non-negotiable and the rest is flexible. Whatever it is, a secondary action can be flexible. A personal thing that I need to do can also be flexible. I do my best to stick to the plan. But if someone calls me, wants to meet me, go for a coffee, for a drink, for a dinner, for a cinema, we still have a life. And the goal of time management, productivity, is not to fit in every free hour of the day some sort of work or task or something, be efficient everywhere. Being efficient is also taking care of yourself. So be rigid with the highlights, but be flexible with the rest. Point number 5, this will make some of you happy, some others cringe, is free your weekends. Make it a habit to free your weekends or free 2 days in your week because you need them. You need to re-energize. You need to enjoy life. You need to go out with your partner, with your friend, with your dog, with your family, with whatever you like. You need to go and do it and enjoy life and not spend all your days behind screens or whatever your job is. And for some people, they'll be like, no, I'm building a business, I hustle hard. Yeah, hustle hard. You can use some weekends to do it, but never say no to your family, to your friends, especially on a weekend because you're missing out on life. And I wouldn't advise anyone to hustle hard and then after 5-10 years, you'll just regret that you've spent most of your time just hustling. Yes, because you work hard and you do more, you will achieve more. That's true. But achieving more is also being healthy, is also having good relationships, is also having a partner, is also having those things that make you who you are. Work is a big part of your life, but add to it relationships and add to it health and it becomes a whole. Don't forget that. So as much as you can, whenever you have some plans with your partner, family, friends, just free up your weekend, give them a priority first, make your weekends for family, for all the things that you like. And if it's a free weekend, you don't have anything planned, then crack on and work on your projects. If you're interested to see how I study, even with a full-time job, I made a full video about the topic just in here when I walk you hands-on into how I schedule, reschedule, do some cool stuff. I'm sure if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy that one.